You think about the most complete basketball player, Michael Jordan was it. That year we won.
Good evening, everyone. Along with Clark Kellogg and Coach Mike Fratello and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got a showdown in the Central Division. The Cleveland Cavaliers hosting the Chicago Bulls. And Mike, not a lot of welcoming faces from Michael Jordan in this arena tonight.
And that's right, Kevin. Of course, MJ ended Cleveland's season last year in this building, a buzzer beater in Game 5 of the first round. Opening night this season, Jordan poured in 54 against Cleveland.
So, Clark, for the Cavs, they're 32-36 and looking to make the playoffs. Their main priority has to be figuring out a way to slow down Michael Jordan, right?
Absolutely, Kevin. They need to make Jordan give up the ball, force somebody else to beat him, send double teams at him, get that rock out of his hands. Clearly, Cleveland has to pay a lot of extra attention to Michael Jordan if they want to have a chance to win.
Now, let's give you the starting five. For Chicago in the backcourt, John Paxson running the point. And at the 2, it's the former MVP, Michael Jordan. A defensive stopper. Scottie Pippen is the small forward. Horace Grant at the power forward spot. And at center, the big man, 7'1", Bill Cartwright. And introducing the Cleveland starters. Sharp-shooting Mark Price is at the 1. And the defensive specialist, Craig Elo, joins him in the backcourt. The forwards, rookie third-round pick Winston Bennett at 3. With the experienced Larry Nance playing power forward. And finally, the two-time All-Star, Brad Daugherty, is the center.
So far this year, in the first 3 meetings between Chicago and Cleveland, all Bulls wins, Michael Jordan is averaging 44 points per game against the Cavs, shooting 55%. MJ is the last guy Cleveland wants to see.
Yep, that one goes.
A red-hot beginning to this game.
Well, he's a real good offensive player, so they want to get him going early.
Price looking it over. Daugherty with the screen on Paxson. Here's Price. Chicago grabs the miss. And Clark, to be fair, Michael Jordan might be the last guy any team in this NBA wants to face.
Well, you won't get any disagreement from me, Kevin. I mean, he's on his way to his 4th straight scoring title, and Jordan is, in fact, the show in the NBA right now, guys.
He is indeed. Here's Daugherty. After the Bulls picking up a basket just moments ago.
Terrific to see Brad Daugherty in the starting lineup. He has struggled through injuries this year, so glad to see the big fella healthy and starting.
An all-star the previous 2 seasons, Brad's health is so important for Cleveland. Cleveland fans looking nervous as Jordan is finding his groove early on.
Well, Michael Jordan on a historic pace. And for more, here's David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Michael Jordan is well on his way to a 4th straight scoring title. With 14 games left, including tonight, Jordan's averaging more than 33 points per game, giving him a more than 2-point lead over Utah's Karl Malone. The only other player to lead the league 4 straight seasons, the great Wilt Chamberlain. Back to you, Kevin.
That's some good history right there, David. Thank you. MJ is a special player. He's a great scorer. Mike, look at his game. Tell me why.
This might not be the first thing you think of, but his conditioning has a lot to do with it. MJ just never gets tired. He can carry a team.
I've never seen anything like it. Well, Mike, at breakfast, we were opening up the papers here in Cleveland, the front page of the sports section. An article about the Cavs' Craig Elo trying to guard Michael Jordan.
You just know Michael read that article like we did.
Nance, no good. And so Jordan will bring it up for Chicago. 6-point game. Cartwright inside. Bennett's there. Out left to the wing. Paxson passes to Jordan. Second chance shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Jordan's got 15.
Listen, you either double Jordan now or you're going to pay for it later.
Elo the pass to Daugherty. Price outside. Daugherty the screen. Shot clock at 6. It's good. Price has got his second bucket tonight.
While the Cavs have lost every meeting with Chicago this year, Mark Price has been excellent against the Bulls.
He sure has been, Coach. With 16 points, 15 assists in one game. 5 days ago in Chicago, Price had 25 points and 8 assists. The Cavs point guard clearly leading the way for his team.
And here are the Cavaliers now. The Bulls getting the bucket. Price passes to Nance. Shoots over Grant. Nance, no good.
And right now, I think he's ready for this quarter to be over.
I don't know if I've ever seen him this cold. Rough quarter indeed.
And Jordan gets it to go.
And while Michael Jordan has destroyed Cleveland this season, all-star teammate Scottie Pippen has struggled.
Coach, the numbers back up what you just said. Coming into tonight, Scottie shooting 16 for 50 from the field, 32% against Cleveland. The Bulls would like more scoring from him for sure.
Here's Doherty, played in with a nice touch off the glass. Doherty's got his second basket of the game.
Nice feed by Price, such an underrated playmaker.
Jordan against Price. Feeds away. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Their scoring has been a problem. Been tough to handle.
And it's enabled them to establish a substantial lead in the early going.
Pass to Doherty. The rebound by Cartwright.
I love how he challenged the shot. That takes some guts near the hoop.
Jordan. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
Early on, they built this lead on the power of paint points.
Being aggressive in the paint can take a team out of a game early.
Price outside. Here's Doherty. Got a piece of it. And so it's Chicago. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back to the action in just a minute. Welcome back, everyone, to Richfield, Ohio, just a bit south of Cleveland, home of the Cavs. Kevin Harlan, Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge here. We're set for the start of the second quarter between the Cavs and Bulls. It's a big matchup in the Central Division. The Bulls leading by 12.
Opening night for both of these teams in Chicago, Michael Jordan went off for 54 points. An overtime win for the Bulls.
The headline of the Cleveland sports page, Mission Impossible. Elo to try to ground Air Jordan. For more, let's go to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, you can bet that Michael Jordan read that as well. He's quoted in the article as saying, Craig Elo is a very good defender, and I accept him as a challenge. Now, the backstory, of course, is that Elo was a minor league player just 3 years ago. Now, he signed a new contract here in Cleveland, and his defense was a big reason why. But, you know, Jordan. Jordan's going to bring something extra tonight. Kevin?
He always does. David, thank you for that. Mike, the Cavs coaches probably wish they ran that story on another day.
I mean, did they have to run that article today? Let's be clear. As good as Elo is, no one is stopping Michael Jordan when he's on. Sorry, Craig.
Elo out there with Price. Then there's Jordan. Then it's Williams. And it's Nance in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And Clark, that 54-point outburst for Michael, a season high for the all-world guard.
Kevin seems like he just has the Cavs number. I mean, he also had those 41 points 5 days ago against Cleveland. MJ slept real well last night in anticipation of this one.
He must have. But boy, he gets ready to play him, doesn't he?
Yep.
And Jordan throws it down.
How do you expand the lead? Increase it. It takes good play on both ends.
Yeah, it's not just about buckets, not just about stops. You need both.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. First checked in for Price. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action.
The first-year head coach of the Bulls, 44-year-old Phil Jackson, the last 2 seasons, Jackson was an assistant under former Bulls coach Doug Collins. And while Jackson was a head coach in Puerto Rico, this is Phil's first NBA head coaching job.
And then slammed in by Jordan.
They can't miss on an absolute tear.
This is a thing of beauty. Perfect offensive basketball.
Now Kerr. Pass to Nance. Shot to stop the run, and the layup is good. And Bulls coach Phil Jackson, a great player back in the day, you may recall, Clark, with the New York Knicks.
Yeah, he was on championship teams in 1970 and 73 with the Knicks. And he's a player's coach. He's known to be laid back, but it'll be interesting to see if he can take this Bulls team to the next level.
My guess is he can. What do you think?
I would agree.
And stolen by Jordan. Jumps up, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Turning defense into offense.
Yep, he had no doubt, did he, Clark? He was going to take it all the way.
Love the activity defensively, leading to points.
Kerr outside. The pass to Williams. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Michael Jordan has had such great success, Mike, against this Cleveland franchise, hasn't he?
The shot last year on this floor, 54 points opening night in Chicago. MJ loves playing the Cavs.
He does indeed. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Boy, outstanding ball movement from Paxson there, showing a willingness to involve his teammates.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Passes to Williams. Back to Kerr. Elo outside. 4 on the clock. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Jordan. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I like that they're putting in the work, trying to build this lead out.
Because in the NBA, no lead is safe.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Brown's checked in, and this is his first trip to the line tonight. And so it's Cleveland with it. Kerr outside. Elo right side. He kicks it to Brown. Pass to Nance. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Offensive rebound. Some solid defense from Grant.
The Cavs shocking the NBA with a huge trade back in November, trading their leading scorer, one of the best 2 guards in the league, Ron Harper, and a first-round pick to the Clippers, and got 2 young players back.
Here is Kerr following the basket by Michael Jordan. Pass to Brown. Elo looking for Nance, and he gets it there. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Mike, for the Cavs, the trade has been a catastrophe so far.
You lose Harper, who is averaging 22 a game. The 2 players you get back, One has already been cut. The other, playing pro ball in Italy. So you don't replace Harper's production at all.
Not at all. Kerr outside. Nance outside. Elo outside. Nobody near Williams. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Got the look he wanted. Sometimes it just doesn't go down.
It's Jordan with the drive. And Jordan slams it in.
Starting to pull out ahead off the back of some terrific offense.
They are firing on all cylinders, aren't they? Hard to get stops when they're playing with this much energy.
Here's Kerr. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. And the pass to Nance. Tries again, and it's good on the way in. Nance has got 4 this quarter.
When it comes to Nance, the spring off the floor is what amazes me. Makes him a very good offensive rebounder.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Back to Jordan. Shoots over Elo, and again it's Michael Jordan. Jordan's got 46 points.
Hard to believe, but when double teaming is not working for you, does the coach even consider sending a third defender?
Kerr the pass to Williams. Knocked loose. Paxson with the steal. Here's Jordan. And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for the Bulls. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. Right back after this break. All right, here we go. The second half start from Northeast Ohio with Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and DA. This is Kevin Harlan. It's the Cavs and Bulls, a huge game in the Eastern Conference playoff picture. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Thus far, another monster game for Michael Jordan against Cleveland. You know, Mike, he just owns the Cavaliers, doesn't he?
Well, the newspaper editor didn't do Cleveland any favors by running that article. Jordan making a point tonight, no one can guard me.
Very clear. So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor. Grant is out there with Cartwright. Then there's Paxson. Then there's Pippen. And it's Jordan in at the 2-guard spot. 4 on the shot clock. Doherty. The rebound by Cartwright. Cartwright's got 11 rebounds in the game. So Jordan now approaching the 54-point mark he posted against the Cavs earlier this season. And so here's Cleveland. Price outside. Pass to Bennett. Pass to Price. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Nance. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Grant. And looking at Cleveland's three-point numbers, Clark, they're down compared to what they normally do.
Well, you know, it was a point of emphasis and focus for Phil Jackson and his staff. I mean, the Cavs offense is centered around, predicated on knocking down threes. So Chicago clearly looking to disrupt that.
And he finishes nicely on the layup. Doherty's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Tough to stop the 7-footer Doherty inside.
Elo against Jordan, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Terrific focus to get to the basket there.
Surprised they left him that much of a lane to work with.
Oh, Nance in position. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
And here are the Bulls now. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Jordan is double. Paxson outside. Back to Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
Coming out of halftime, they're on an absolute tear.
And I don't know what was said in that locker room, but it's working. It is great to see Brad Daugherty out there. Earlier in the season, Brad had ankle surgery, and he still isn't up to 100%. If Cleveland wants to make the playoffs, they need Daugherty healthy.
One-handed, threw it down with power.
Oh, he loves that move.
An iconic one for him.
They're not just on fire. Nothing is getting in their way on offense.
It's practically supernatural. The defense is trying everything.
And so here's Cleveland. The Bulls getting the bucket. Basket good. And the great Brad Daugherty, an all-star the previous 2 seasons for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, he's the #1 overall pick back in 1986, and he certainly has lived up to the billing of being a franchise center. He's a double-double machine, highly efficient, very skilled, and still working his way back to that all-star level.
Clark, you were a double-double machine, about 19 points a game, and just a hair under 10 rebounds a game.
Yeah, I found my way into that category the short time that I played, Kevin. Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Outside Pippen. Left side Grant. Over Nance. And there's Grant on the assist by Cartwright. Cartwright's got his 5th assist in this one. So Mike Fratello, this Cavs-Bulls matchup, it has really turned into a terrific rivalry.
Well, the Bulls keep knocking the Cavs out in the playoffs. Division rivals play each other 6 times during the regular season, so they see each other a ton.
Very good point. Over to the wing.
2 minutes remaining.
Nance against Grant. We've got 1:55 left in the third. And there it is for him.
From the mid-range area, Grant's nice-looking jumper, most effective.
Price outside. High post shot. That one good for 2. Price has got 9 points.
And when you're guarding him, you've got to fight over the top.
Lock and trail around the screen and deny the perimeter shot.
Grant makes it off the glass.
Grant inside, really willing to fight for his territory, going hard against the defensive contact to get the finish.
Now here's Price. 9 points in the game so far. Over Paxson. And it's Price missing.
Michael Jordan won the MVP in 1988.
Oh, look out! Look out!
Boy, that's major force and ferocity by Scottie Pippen on that slam. No messing around with that one.
Price outside. And Grant sends it back. Right side Pippen. Over Bennett. It's Chicago with another bucket.
I think this is one of the sweet spots for Pippen's jumper. He thrives in the mid-range game.
Price outside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Pippen. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Grant's got 5 assists tonight.
Right now, I tell you, it's just clicking for him on both ends. I mean, good defense turned into great offense to keep them out front.
Top of the key, Price. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Will it go? It's hauled in by the Bulls. Grant's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Over Elo. Great look there, but off target.
That's a quality shot right there. It just didn't fall for him.
Hey, they don't all end in scores. Great execution, and they're happy that they had that kind of a chance.
And all right, we've made it to the 4th quarter. Kevin, Mike, Clark, and D.A. with you. Yet another matchup between the Cavs and the Bulls. These two know each other so well.
Well, when you talk about Craig Elo, what a story this guy is. Was cut from the NBA, playing in a minor professional league, got a 10-day contract with Cleveland 3 years ago to replace Mark Price, who had appendicitis. Elo has stuck since then in the league.
But he is out there with Kerr. Then there's Bennett. Then there's Rollins. And it's Brown in at the 4 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Here's Jordan. A regular season record. Michael Jordan has 62. Now just 1 away from his career high. Hardy passes to Bennett. And here's Kerr. Back to Brown. Pass to Rollins. Kicks it out to Kerr. Here's Bennett. And they get it back. Hardy passes to Kerr. Here's Rollins. He's defended by Jordan, and he makes that one. And for Elo, making it in the NBA, Clark, he just got rewarded.
And really cool to see. I mean, recently signing a new big contract. He's a fantastic three-point shooter, and he's one of the better defenders at the two-guard spot in the league. And
a new career high for Michael Jordan, 64 points.
He's having a nice night tonight. The option for this team so far.
Well, we've been tracking the scoring of Michael Jordan. And, Coach, no surprise. He has been dynamite.
Did they have to run that story today about Elo guarding Jordan? I think the article poked the bear, as if Jordan needed anything else.
Michael Jordan, now at 67 points, has now set this building's scoring record. Absolutely outstanding. Hardy passes to Bennett. Kerr with it. Here's Hardy. That's good. And so Kerr with the assist. Kerr's got 4 assists in the game. Outside for Pippen. Over Bennett. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Excellent confidence on display there from Scottie Pippen. Feels like he can take and make these shots whenever he wants to.
Hardy passes to Rollins. Now Kerr. To the paint. Here's Hardy. And he makes good on the layup.
Teams love hammering the ball inside and getting easy looks.
Paxson outside. For the three. And the Bulls, another three.
Looking forward to the playoffs. We know the Bulls will be there. They're jockeying for position. Chicago has been knocked out by the bad boys the last 2 seasons.
There's the pass to Hardy. Kicks it to Bennett. Passes it to Kerr. Here's Bennett. From deep. And it's Paxson with the rebound. Well, for the Bulls in the playoffs, Clark, what do they need to do to get to the final?
Kevin, I think they've got to toughen up. Become more aggressive, more physical, especially if they want to beat Detroit. You've got to be willing to take a beating.
Unbelievable. Jordan just notched 69 points. A man on a mission tonight, folks. Holy cow. Now, here's Hardy. Defense is right there. Bennett with it. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Shoots. The shot off that time. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Cartwright inside. Covered by Rollins. And the jam by Bill Cartwright.
And you know, Cartwright is just a little north of 7 feet tall. So once he gets great positioning, he's looking to throw it down.
Oh, and they need a basket in the worst way.
I think they're forcing things right now, and it's why their offense looks so pedestrian.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Kerr's shot is good.
Nice job finishing inside. Kerr proving he's more than just a jump shooter.
And Chicago has possession. Jordan outside. Up top, Pippen. Over Bennett, and Pippen with the basket. The assist from Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Jordan's got 3 assists tonight. 1:14 left in the fourth. Hardy passes to Bennett. Now here's Kerr. Pass to Bennett. Jordan with the rebound. And so Jordan will bring it up for Chicago. It's Pippen on the wing. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Over Bennett, and it's Chicago scoring again.
They have shown up at just the right time, putting the finishing touches on this game.
This run absolutely closes the door on any chance of a surprise ending. That'll do it.
Pass to Brown. Kerr outside. Inside. The pass to Rollins. There's Brown with the three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Jordan the pass to Paxson. He goes up again. In deep. Pippen drops it in.
This is how active Pippen is on the glass. Refuses to give up on plays.
And the Bulls with another win over Cleveland. Coach, Chicago is 4-0 against the Cavs this season.
They've got one more meeting in 2 weeks to finish the season series. But, guys, this is total domination by Chicago.
And, Clark, tonight, a Bulls win and a brutal loss for the Cavs in this playoff race.
Definitely, Kevin. I mean, they're a full game out now. Still, Cleveland does have 13 games left, and the Bulls, they solidify their spot as the 2 seed.
It appears they have. For Clark Kellogg, Mike Fratello, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Kevin Harlan signing off. We'll see you later.